Cuốn, also known as Chinese sausage rice paper rolls, was one of my childhood favorites, and I'm happy to say that my kids love them just as much now. And what I love about it is that it has such a nice, crunchy texture to the filling. So start off by soaking your dried shrimp in warm water, then peeling your jicama. It's easier to manually peel the jicama as opposed to peeling it with a peeler. And I love jicama only because it's so refreshing and super crunchy. I actually love putting them in my salads. So shred your jicama with the shredder and do the same with your carrots, which is peel your carrots and then shred them as well. These rolls make for an amazing snack or even as a meal in and of itself. Prepare the rest of your ingredients by peeling your onions and then slicing them. And if you know me, you'll know that I love my protein. So I try to pack in as much protein as possible in a day. So here I'm using 16 eggs, sprinkling kosher salt and black pepper, and mixing the eggs together. My other protein that I'm using in this recipe is Chinese sausages. So I'm going to cut the sausage lengthwise into 3 pieces, and then I remove the wrapping, which is the casing, only because then it releases all the oil from the Chinese sausage, which then gives it a nice crispy crunch to the sausage. Then in a large pan on medium-low heat, you're going to slowly cook the Chinese sausages. You don't want to cook them on high heat because they will easily burn. And if you haven't had Chinese sausage before, you're going to be in for a surprise, only because they're so incredibly sweet and flavorful, and my kids will eat them as if they're candy. To do your eggs, I like to make egg crepes out of them, and I use the same pan that I used with my Chinese sausage, only because then I'm using the oil from the Chinese sausage to cook my egg. I love cooking with the cast iron pan, and if you heat your pan hot enough, then it becomes a non-stick skillet. Who knew, right? Now you're going to saute your onions. Cook it for a couple minutes until they're nice and soft. Then add your shredded jicama along with your shredded carrots. Season it with salt and pepper and garlic powder along with mushroom powder. Give it a good toss and mix them together. And with your dried shrimp, after soaking them in water, you then chop them up in an electric mixer and add it to this vegetable mix. Cook the vegetable mix for no more than 5 minutes because you want to make sure you don't overcook them because you want them to be nice and crunchy still. With your egg crepes, you're going to roll them together and then thinly julienne them. And now you have your assembly line to do your rolls with. Slice the Chinese sausages into 1/4 inch slices. Then prepare your rice paper by quickly dipping it in water. And then you can use whatever lettuce and herbs you want. I love to use red leaf lettuce along with raw rum, which is a signature herb for these Chinese sausage rolls. However, you can use whatever herbs you want, whether it's basil and or mint leaves. Put all the fillings in your roll. Then sprinkle with some chopped peanuts and tighten as you roll. And there you go. With every bite, it's a burst full of flavors. I love dipping mine with hoisin dipping sauce, which you can find on my cooking website. Add fresh chopped chilies along with chili paste and dip your roll, and it's literally heaven in each bite. Enjoy.